The planet of Coruscant stands out among the countless other planets and star systems due to its importance to the Republic and the Empire. With the estimated population around 7 trillion, the planet has evolved from a place just like Earth into something far more distant and alien. A planet that is purely of city. But amidst the over 5,000 levels on the planet, what were the lower levels like, and why were they in absolute living hell? To grasp why Coruscant evolved into a planet-wide city with an unfathomable population, we first need to take a journey back to its origins, which I will briefly outline. It is said that humanity itself originated from Coruscant long before the Republic came into existence. Back in those ancient days, Coruscant was just like Earth, a world of ocean, forests, and open skies. But as its population grew, cities sprawled across its surface. With every generation, buildings reached higher and society began to rise in tiers. The wealthiest of citizens moved up, building higher levels to escape the dense lower worlds, while the poor remained at the bottom, caught in a cycle that continued for tens of thousands of years. By the time of the movie, Coruscant's topmost level was 5,217, where the rich and influential resided. But today, we will not be exploring the utmost levels. Instead, we will be venturing into the deepest depths and the secrets that were buried there. In the lowest of the low, level 1, the mystery of what resides there is as thick as the toxins in the air. Canon and legends provide very little detail about what level 1 is, but from what we know, we can conclude that survival there is practically impossible. Oxygen is scarce, and any there that might exist there is laced with thousands of toxins and pathogens, a result of generations dumping their waste and pollution into the lower depths. These lower levels remain shrouded in pitch black darkness, with no natural or artificial light. And as haunting as that may sound, some of the deepest levels have even developed a microclimate, sealed off from the planets above. These enclosed zones suffered from violent thunderstorms and extreme weathers, creating a nightmarish atmosphere of isolation. Moving just a few levels up, survival is barely more feasible. Pollution and disease are rampant, fueled by the waste that constantly trickles down from above. In fact, the culmination has caused mutations within the species, with bizarre subspecies arising in this toxic stew. Level 5 is the last level where survival is, technically speaking, possible. It is home to a small cantina frequented by only the most wanted criminals and outcasts who have nowhere else to go. This is because, on this level, no one, not even the Jedi, dare to go down there. Levels above, although slightly more hospitable, are still lawless territories. Even the Jedi and Republic hesitate to venture down this far. Some areas are controlled by the Black Sun Crime Syndicate and the Hutt cartels as well, but much of their influence only reaches as deep as level 1313 and possibly a little lower, and 1313 was notorious as one of the most treacherous levels in all of Coruscant. As on these levels, the danger didn't just come from the pollution alone or the disease, it also came from the ruthless criminals who thrive in the absence of law and order. And it is very possible that many who live down there have never even heard of the Republic existing in a separate, brutal world. But as fearsome as the gangs are, they pale in comparison to the mutated creatures lurking in the shadows. One of the most infamous being the Coruscanti Ogre, a creature unique to the planet's depths, thriving only below level 5. Coruscant ogres are so hazardous that past authorities have attempted to isolate them, though some corrupt individuals have managed to smuggle a few of them off-world and even experimented on them. And the pollution down in the lower levels ensured that no two ogres ever looked the same. Each had their own twisted form. Another horror in the lower levels included the corridor ghouls, pack-hunting beasts that resembled mutated wolves, deadly to any who ventured near. Perhaps even worse than the ghouls were the Kuthons, zombie-like monstrosities with loose flaps of flesh and lipless mouths packed with razor-sharp teeth. These creatures prey on anything breathing, including humans. Astonishingly, the Kuthons actually originated from ancient humans banished to Coruscant's lower levels thousands upon thousands of years ago, and in time, the disease and pollution transformed them into these haunting, nightmarish creatures. Another twisted abomination is a hive rat, a gigantic, disease-ridden rodent covered in sores and tumors. These rats, although dangerous, do serve a particular purpose, as they keep the population of the Duracrete slugs in check, as these slugs devour the foundations of the already decaying buildings, gnawing away at the structures that support Coruscant's vast vertical landscape. Yet perhaps the most legendary monster of all is the Talzin. Thought to be extinct by many, these massive centipede-like creatures are actually still out there, lying in wait of the deepest levels. The tailsmen can reach up to 64 feet long and capture their prey with deadly red webbing. Their armor is so durable it resists blaster fire and even lightsaber strikes. To make matters worse, they are also force sensitive, with the ability to cloak themselves from the Jedi's detection. Darth Maul once encountered one of these terrifying creatures, described it as so elusive through the force that he could not grasp it. But the story doesn't end there. Coruscant's depths also hold another dark tale. The whispered legend of a monstrous creature so enormous that it's said to be the size of 2 Star Destroyers. And we've only seen this in one canon appearance, when Leia, Han, Chewbacca, Lando, and Nine-Nub were escaping the Coruscant underworld. And almost nothing is known about this creature, not even its name. But the presence of such a colossal beast hints at secrets far older and darker than the Coruscant that we know. Disease-ridden, gangster-controlled, and monster-infested, the underworld of Coruscant is not a place you would ever want to find yourself trapped in, as your chances of survival would be better off in the vacuum of space. While there isn't a lot we know about the lowest levels of Coruscant, we might have learned much more from the cancelled Star Wars game 1313. Unfortunately though, the game has been long cancelled, and the chances of it ever being remade are next to nothing. But thank you for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, it would mean a lot to me if you could like and subscribe, as it would help the channel out a ton. Also, if you did enjoy today's video and want to watch another one, make sure to click on screen now. And with that, my fellow Star Wars nerds, may the Force be with you.